There's definitely riches in niches. I'm not entirely sure what's in niches, but there's riches in niches, right? But sometimes in order to achieve that, you've got to do the dirty work. Most businesses choose to race to the bottom. They pursue lowest price or lowest cost strategies. They try to attract the broadest possible customer base with the biggest selection. They really become a commodity. And you can definitely choose to go there in your business. It'll undoubtedly result in challenges with profit margins. It's going to hinder your differentiation among your peers, and it's definitely going to make you vulnerable to competition. Not to mention the fact that you're going to struggle with scale and processes and the systems needed, as well as the energy it takes to scale up quickly to serve every possible customer at the lowest possible price. On the other hand, specialty and niche or niche businesses scream value. There's a higher premium to be gained. Just think of your own business. If you had fewer clients paying a little bit more and complaining a little bit less, it would be a good thing, right? What if every time you added a new ideal client, they increased your profit and reduced your service demands while stimulating your mind, and as a result allowed you to make a bigger impact? You'd enjoy your business more while having more time and energy to create, innovate, and grow. The further you squeeze into your unique, I call it squeezing your niche, the further you squeeze into your unique offering, the deeper your customer relationships can be and more meaningful to you, if that's important. So do the things that other people won't do. Put the time and energy and effort into learning and doing projects, tasks, and skills that very few people will apply themselves to do. By doing this, the expertise you develop builds a competitive moat around your business, standing out in your niche, but then acquiring skills and talents that others do not have will ensure you get the highest compensation for the service or product you provide. People invest more in specialists. Just look at the medical profession. You've got specialists and you have GPs. Who earns more? So if you're perceived as a subject matter expert and you attract a deeper engagement for the time and energy you put in, you'll gain larger sums financially for doing what you love. So I want to tell you a little story about my daughter. Our daughter, Madison, Sherry and I we're just blessed with some amazing, amazing children, and Madison is definitely no exception. The other thing is, of course, is our kids are rather unconventional. And they're not quirky, they're just unconventional in their pursuits and passions. Now, Madison, she's just going to be 18. We just had a wonderful commencement for her. But back when she was 12 years old, she came home from school. And, Madison at the time was struggling with a learning disability. And so she was really, everything about school was difficult. Now she's an honors student going into post-secondary education next year, and we couldn't be prouder. But back then, if she was excited about school, it was a big thing. And she came home one day and she said, Dad, I'm so excited about what we're learning in science. And first of all, I'm going to encourage her because, of course, she was interested in school. But secondly, it was science. And I love that women who get into science, I love that they take that initiative and get interested in science and math and those type of things. But anyways, Madison went on to say, she goes, we're learning about the dung beetle. And I said, cool. It's good that you're learning about the dung beetle. And she said, no. Do you know anything about the dung beetle? And I go, well, no, well, I do, but why don't you tell me what you learned? And so Madison went on to tell me, she said excitedly, she goes, first of all, we're learning about niches. And I said, niches? And she goes, oh, niches, Dad. And she looked at me with that little girl, that early teenage girl thing. And she's just like, come on, And so I played along and I said, okay, whatever. Let's just get to it. And so she went on to tell me about the dung beetle. And she goes, Dad, here's what the dung beetle do. They roll up the poop of other animals and they put it into balls and then they store it away for their food supply. And she said, and she went on to say, she goes, but by doing that, they guarantee their survivability. They guarantee that they have a food source for as long as they need it, and they guarantee survivability because no one competes with them doing that special thing, that unique thing with their food. I said, that's interesting. She goes, yeah, no one likes being in the poop business, Dad. It's not really cool. And I was like, wow, I think you got it. I think you understand the absolute essence, the very essence of niches, right? The very essence of niches is creating walls, building barriers, and preventing our competitors from stealing our business, going after our business, and threatening our livelihood, all the while guaranteeing our own survivability in business. Wouldn't that be awesome if you could guarantee your survivability in business because you did something so unique, so special that others just simply wouldn't expend the effort, don't even want to do it, and won't put in the energy to make it happen, right? So you become a specialist. Specialists gain a dominant position in their marketplace. They gain a higher premium for what it is they do. You only have to look at Apple for doing something that 10 other technology companies do with their phones and their computers, but Apple decided to squeeze it harder, say, you know, we're going to revolutionize how you digitize music, how you upload, download information in music, content, video, you name it. And we're going to pay, and everybody's going to pay an absolute premium for it because we're cool, right? They just position themselves as a specialist in an environment full of commodity, right? And by doing so, they garner a higher price. And then they built a cult following, and lo and behold, they're an extraordinarily profitable company that's one of the largest on the planet. So here's what I suggest. I suggest that one of the things that you consider doing in your business is identify areas that you're unique, where you do things that other people won't, right? Or don't. In fact, if you can find areas that are uncomfortable, challenging, or difficult that others simply don't want to do, and you like them and you have a passion for them, then do them. In fact, if you can find yourself doing the most unique, most specialized item thing in your marketplace, then you're going to have an attraction and a differentiation among your competitors that builds you not only the barrier of entry, but builds you time to develop, cultivate, and build your own culture of consumers and clients. So here's what I suggest. I suggest we all consider choosing the poop business for our own business. So what is that for you? What's your poop business? What is the thing that people won't want to do that are competitors of yours in your industry, in your marketplace? Choose those things, squeeze them harder, squish your niche, squeeze your niche, do it more than others, stand above, rise above, block out your competitors, and guarantee your survivability. So like I said, there's riches and niches, and sometimes you've got to do the dirty work. So choose to be in the poop business and do the things that no one else wants to do. Anyways, I just wanted to just touch base with you, give you that little note. I also want to remind you, I'm Mike Skripnik. I'm founder of Grow, Get, Give Coaching. We do one-on-one coaching, masterminds, and speaker training, speaker masterminds. And on October 7th and 8th of this year, I'm hosting my next C2 Sky Summit. C2 Sky Summit. You just go to c2skysummit.com. Find out more about what we're doing for those 2 days. There's actually a third day for my VIP guests and my coaching clients. We do mastermind, we do a special VIP dinner, meet and greet kind of opportunity. And then the Monday, Tuesday, the 7th and 8th, it's all in for 2 days to one of the most transformative business and personal experiences you'll ever enjoy in one of the most beautiful places on earth. So join me, Mike Skripnik, founder of Grow, Get, Give Coaching, at the C2 Sky Summit, C2 Sky Summit, October 7th and 8th. I can't wait to see you there.